So welcome to District 4, the best place to be for information and news. I'm your host, A-Love, here with A-Rod. So we've got a good one for you this time. We haven't done gaming like in a minute. So we thought we would do a gaming one because it's a lot of things to update you on. And we're going to start with...
Okay, so Apex Legends Season 10 came out.
Nice.
The new legend is overpowered. His name's Seer. He can pretty much see people through walls and stuff for his entire team, which is they're going to nerf that quickly because he's way too good. But the reason I bring up Apex Legends is because the servers are getting worse. So there's multiple times where I played where everything's in excessive slow motion. And the problem about it is it kicks you, and then in the ranking system, you have like a point system. And so you lose points if you get kicked out of the game. But you lose double when you get kicked out instead of the initial that you would have had you played the entire match.
Oh, no.
And so what I find is that a lot of my friends are de-ranking because they're losing points because of the game. And so and some people got double reset. So their ranks went down further than was supposed to because every split they do a reset in rank.
Right.
It went down further than it's supposed to. So I was in Platinum 1 and I went all the way down to like Bronze, which is like 4 different ranks. So I'm like, dang, like... So that game is starting to get me upset. There's a lot more hackers than there used to be.
Yes. Oh, that we have to talk about that.
And so
what is going on with the hackers?
And in Call of Duty, there are a lot more hackers, and people are doing it to get ahead. Obviously, they want to stream and they want to say, "I made it to this rank," so people will watch them play. And people literally sent clips to the Call of Duty company. I forgot which one it is, and showed them like. This is me literally hacking the game and you haven't fixed it. One dude literally posted a clip. He's like, you haven't banned my account and this is me hacking right now. And they were like... So like, what? I don't know. I can't play shooting games right now for that particular reason. I have no chance against a hacker.
There's so many to catch now. I mean, before they had like but that's hard to catch them. Now there's so many of them. They're just...
Apparently on the next Call of Duty, they're supposed to find a way to take it out. Same thing in 2K, basketball game. They have hackers there where they have controller add-ons that help them shoot the ball so they perfectly time it every single time. Apparently they're working on a system that takes that out too. But until then, a lot of games are not as fun because you have to deal with so much people cheating. I can't even pick up and play Call of Duty. I can't pick up and play Apex like I used to because people like early in the ranks when you're really at the lower ranks, nobody hacks because there's no point. People just suck. So you just play. You just outplay. You're playing 7-year-old Timmy at home, playing in the living room in front of his family. But the higher you get up, the more and more you start to catch it, and it makes it not fun when you don't feel like you have much of a chance to win. Not because you're getting outplayed, but because somebody's using something illegal to outplay you. So that gets very, very tedious.
I feel like when we did that show on hacking, it like stepped it up. Everyone
everybody
saying, I didn't know that I could do that.
I didn't know I could do this.
We were just like telling them hacks.
Thanks, District 4.
You're right.
Let me go back
that was not our point of telling you that.
Wasn't supposed to,
it wasn't to use the hacks. It was
to not use them.
It
was
to not use the hacks.
So. But so I can't pick up a shooting game because of that.
Yeah.
Speaking of 2K, this game probably got one more year.
Oh.
Like, it's so down in, like, revenue, games. Like, people literally just don't play the game anymore.
Is it changing?
People went back to the older versions. So there's a next Gen 21 and a current Gen 21. And people play the current Gen more than the newest one. And a lot of people have the newest
developers.
one. Yeah, that lets you know how bad of a game it is. That people
You're not doing it.
Going back to it. People go back to 2K20, and that's almost 3 years old at this point. So imagine your game that you made is new and so bad that I would rather go back 3 years and play the old one that you had.
Version.
So they got to fix that. Apparently for the new 2K, they're not even going to give us a trailer. So we don't even know what we're going to be buying. It's just like, buy this game, it's 2K. You got it. And so I heard that and I was like, geez, like they said they're supposed to be bringing back the guards. So the best position to make it this year is the power forward because they're the one that can dribble and everything, which doesn't make any sense. You think of the dribble as a point guard, not a power forward, but they're supposed to be bringing that back. But again, we don't get a trailer, so I don't even know what to look forward to.
So messed up.
Yeah, they just robbing us at this point, and we just here's
We're just like,
here's
the
$70 now
money.
because
Right.
it costs more. Here's just take it before I regret it. And then a good game to watch out for is Dying Light 2. It comes out in December.
Dying Light 2.
Zombie game.
Okay.
Almost no guns involved. You melee everything. But what they're doing now is they added different factions. And depending on which one you help, it changes the outcome of the scenario around you. So buildings will look different. Or, there'll be different banners, or you'll have access
What
to
do you mean,
different...
like while you're playing?
While you're playing. If you
It
help out
starts
certain...
to transition as you're playing? Oh,
It
that's neat.
starts to change as you play. And so, like, you'll have
that's
access
neat.
to certain things depending on how much you help people. Obviously, if you help certain other places might not like you.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently there's a way to kind of be somewhat cool with everybody. It's kind of mediocre. I'm not doing that. And then there's also a way you can just be completely by yourself and not mess with anybody. But it continues the story. It's supposed to be like 20-something years after the last interaction you had with the zombie virus and everything. And so apparently now you're pretty much a zombie yourself. And so you have to figure out a
That's
way
different.
how to keep yourself from turning completely. You get like zombie abilities because obviously you're part of it, but that's going to be a good game. It comes out in December. Dying Light 2 is going to be an amazing
Dying Light.
Yep, Dying Light 2 is going to be
There's
amazing.
two. Did you play one?
I played the first one. I played the entire of the first one. It was an amazing game. So I've been waiting for the second one. It's been like 5 years or something like that. I was like, geez. Eventually, they're supposed to be coming out with a Grand Theft Auto 6. I heard
It's exciting.
rumors it's supposed to come out next year, but they say that every single year that it's supposed to come out next year, and I think it's going on 8 years without a Grand Theft Auto.
I'm still playing San Andreas.
They
Andreas.
still update Grand Theft Auto 5, which is like, give it up.
It's like,
Dang,
let it go.
let it
now.
go.
Yeah, it's over.
Focus on the new. Leave this one alone. Every time I log on to Grand Theft Auto, new
But that's
casino
good, though.
mode. No, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it.
Because you get bored, though.
Make it new. I look at the same buildings, the same people, same animations for 8 years. Let it go. I'm tired of it. I don't want to see that anymore, ever again.
I do want to see the new one, though. I'm excited
Okay.
if it ever comes out.
So Madden 22 came out. It's the newest Madden.
How'd that do?
You can tell by my face.
Moment of silence
Moment
for
of
Madden.
silence.
Okay.
Your game's trash. I have a friend that actually works for
Sorry,
EA.
Steve.
And the problems that they have are the problems that they had last year. Okay? You can run zone defense and nobody moves in the zone. They don't adapt to the routes that they see. They don't adapt to the players around them. They just stand in their spots and hope you don't throw the ball. The problem about it is,
That's not good.
if you look up online, YouTube, anything, anybody play the game, you see people run streaks, which is a route where you just run forward. Literally, no cut or nothing. You just run straight, and they end up open almost every single time.
That's not good.
Why is that possible? It's at the point where in Madden, people are complaining. Even Madden, like hardcore Madden fans are complaining about how easy it is to score passing the ball. It's so hard to get any stops that people they're giving it a chance because it's new, and they're supposed to update it throughout the time. Yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure it came out this month, so people are like, "Oh, it's new, let them." But the fact that you released something with the same problems you had previously lets me know you didn't really work on the game. Yeah, you added a nice little team feature where if you're playing well, you get momentum, and for Steelers fans, receivers have hardest time catching the ball if you're playing well enough. Like the opposing team has a hard time catching the ball, or like in Denver, you run out of stamina quicker because the elevation makes sense.
Right.
Cool feature.
Makes sense. Cool feature.
Fix the basis of the game first, though. If I can't play it, all those features don't mean anything.
Yeah.
They don't mean absolutely anything if I can't play the game. And that's the problem Madden's been having for years. I haven't bought a Madden since Madden 18. They're on 22. That's 4 years of Madden I have not picked up because I constantly see the same problems over and over and over. I don't know if you guys watch this, EA. Fix your game. My cousin.
I know developers.
My cousin has a YouTube
This
channel.
is where we do our plea.
He plays a franchise in Madden, and I'm almost tired of watching it. Not because but it's the same thing over and over and over.
It's too repetitive.
People score too easily. they haven't fixed defense in almost years at this point. And there's not really much new you can add to a football game because there's only so many features you can put in there. But like your gameplay needs to be as crisp as possible if you can't add a lot of features. Just like 2K, you can only do so many features before it's no longer a regular basketball game. Your gameplay has to be amazing because that's what the basis of the game is. Just like in shooting games, like imagine shooting a gun and you couldn't do any damage.
Right.
Like that's a basis of a shooting game. If your gun doesn't work, you have a problem.
Exactly.
If your defensive plays don't work in a defending football game, you have a problem. Because now there's no point in playing one half of the game.
That's right.
I'm just waiting to get back on offense and hope that you know what I'm saying? And hope that I just score more points. You guys got to fix that. Same
Developers.
Same thing with FIFA. I bought FIFA 21. Okay, brand new FIFA.
It's not.
20, 19, 18, 17, all the same game. You just change the players. And
It's true.
They want to fake that they added features. Oh, now you can pass the ball like this. I don't care. I really don't. At the end of the day, the same thing works every single time. You take somebody fast and you run. Get to the goal and kick the ball. You don't need any moves. There's no, like, your players don't have a lot of IQ. Sometimes they'll just be running around doing nothing in spots that they know they're not efficient at. Your defense still does a lot of dumb stuff no matter how good your player is. They have a huge problem with not calling penalties. So I'll get knocked down, pushed, shoved, grabbed, thrown to the floor, and nothing will happen.
No
the ref will
penalty.
be like, all right, we're good. No, that's illegal. You got to fix that game too. The shooting is still janky.
I think we've mentioned this game before.
We have,
with the same
but
problems.
there's a new one coming out.
That's what I was saying before. The last one was bad, and then now we have the new one. With the
So
same problems.
Madden is gonna suck unless they fix it. FIFA's gonna suck unless they fix it. 2K's unless they fix it is gonna suck. And the thing I hate about 2K the most, is that they take old stuff and re-implement it and call it new.
And call
with
it
a
new.
different name.
Right.
So this is a tablet, right? If I call it, remake it and call it a screener, and I don't change nothing about it, but it's the same thing from years ago, like that's what they're doing. They're re-implementing old stuff. And so they're going to say like, we're bringing guards back, blah, 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 right? But guards used to be popular every 2K except for this one. So you're not doing anything new. You just took something out so you could say you added something. And I catch that with a lot of games. Like Call of Duty, they didn't really add any new maps or anything. They just brought back old ones and like changed the colors a bit. This wall used to be brown. Now it's black. Call of Duty.
Yeah, you're like, it's still the same.
I remember this
It's,
place.
yeah, exactly
It's still the same. And so, as sad as it is to say, gaming is like, they're getting less creative because people are so willing just to hand them something.
And that's the key. People are so willing to just get anything that they don't demand a lot of the developers, and they're able to get away with this sort of recycling of the same game.
So
with
as a company, you're not holding it. Like years ago, like if you released a bad game, they would kill you. People wouldn't buy it, and like you really had to work to fix it.
Yeah.
Like the fact that I'm talking about multiple games. I talk about the server problem with Apex in season 9, season 8. It's season 10. I'm still complaining about the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Hacking. I complained about that months ago. Still complaining about the same thing. Now it's moved over to Call of Duty. Complaining about the same thing. And the companies aren't putting much effort like they used to in order to fix anything. And like it's making me not kind of want to play the game. I've been doing it all my entire life. So yeah.
Sorry, we had something fall.
Yeah. Thank you. But yeah.
Sorry, they're fixing some stuff. Sorry.
Some people just walking by. It's cool. But I've been playing the game almost my entire life, and at this point, it's kind of getting like so dull. Like, luckily, Dying Light's coming out because I'm gonna delete 2K, Apex, Call of Duty, FIFA, Madden. Like, I just named 5 games that I'm sick of. I'm probably still gonna buy the new ones, which is sad. I'm still going to enable the company buying it.
See, you're doing exactly what they're getting away with because you're still buying it. That's the problem.
It, but I have nothing else to do. But
I think if you look at our video about the competitiveness, it's a good indicator of what was to come because we were talking about that, and then the hacking. I felt like we gave them suggestions. I'm sorry.
People just took.
Yeah, we didn't mean it that way. We meant to just tell you that.
Speaking of games, Mortal Kombat, come out with a new one.
Yes, please. And I love the game. Don't get me wrong. I love Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
But
do me a favor.
We need to do something.
Don't ever add Sylvester Stallone in another fighting game. Okay. I don't want to see him. No. Rambo. No. Get him out of here. I don't want to see that ever again. There's no reason to put him in that game.
He was Rambo.
I don't
you have to
care
put him
at all. Don't put him in the game. And don't have the nerve to put him in the game and make him suck. He's not even a good dude. He sucks. Don't do that
it's
ever
terrible.
again. Don't put RoboCop in another Mortal Kombat game.
That is
I
terrible.
don't want to look at RoboCop either.
The
No.
views reflected by our guests do not necessarily express the views
another
of
problem I have
District
with another game. It is too easy for people to do damage on that game.
Which one?
Mortal Kombat 11.
Oh yeah, that's
people that I know suck at Mortal Kombat have way too much of a chance to compete because of the implemented of the fatal blow system or the crushing blow system that you guys act. It does way too much for people. You can just, some of them don't have hard requirements, so people just like mash certain things to get certain things to happen, and like good players lose to tacky people because of the way they're able to play the game. You gotta fix that.
Yeah.
It's
not fair to the good players.
Like Honeybee Commander, as a streamer, he's a professional MK player. He also complains about it. Emperor Aztec complains about it. Sonic Fox 2 Degree complained about it. A lot of attacks, which like if you block and you hold block and you're down, it's considered a mid. You can't duck or dodge a mid. A lot of attacks are missing, even if the person's not blocking or doing anything. You're just missing attacks that are supposed to hit people.
Exactly. And
you're not doing anything to fix that. I shouldn't be scared to use certain moves because I'm fear of missing, even if I'm right. And like the whole the breakaway system, the fact that you can drop out of a combo and end up getting punished for making a good read on somebody just doesn't make any sense. There's not enough in that game to make me want to play it every single day. I don't get how people play that professionally. I would have killed myself on it.
Okay, it's a little much.
I don't know. I can't. You guys got to make a new game. MK12 better be around the corner because MK11 is not it. It's trash.
I guess the point is to really to let the developers know, the people that are actually playing the games, and how we feel about what we're playing.
So what they're doing is they're trying to make it for everybody, which I get because more revenue, more plays, this, that, and the third. But like, at some point, you lose the fun of a game if everybody has the same opportunity to win, regardless how much time you put into it. Okay, like I said. In the old video I posted months ago, if you were better than somebody at a game years ago, you could tell.
Yeah.
And you would just have an advantage because you're better. Mm-hmm. That's like almost in everything else in life. If you're better than somebody at basketball, yes, they can win, but it's not going to be consistent.
Right.
It's hard to consistently win in a lot of these games because of the way that they're playing. Call of Duty always has a gun that's way overpowered, that catches on to everybody. Everybody uses it, and you're doing more damage than you should just because you picked this gun.
So true.
Apex has the same thing.
Yeah.
Certain guns are just way better than others, and you catch the same gun all over the place. It makes the game too repetitive. It just gets boring after a while. Madden, same plays. The same plays have been working for years. There's actually a video on it on YouTube on how the same play has worked in multiple consecutive Maddens, and you can't stop. That is a problem.
Yeah.
And what I'm finding across games, even multiple different games, is that they don't fix anything. It's just the same thing over and over. I get
repetitively sticky.
Sorry for this gaming video, but it's just I'm getting tired of it. I don't even know what to look forward to when it comes to playing the game. The only game that's doing actually decent is baseball. Because baseball, as sad as it is to say, baseball actually took the time to fix their game. Everything works.
Because a lot of people don't. Well, I take that back. People do play basketball. Baseball.
Not as much as the other.
Not as much as the other ones.
Functionality.
Yeah. Functionality.
Everything's supposed to happen the way it's happened.
Yes.
You throw a certain pitch. If you're better at something, it does better than it was before. Like, it just. I can't play baseball because I think the game's boring, but functionality-wise, it works the way it's supposed to. And so,
I don't know. I feel like we're trying to let the developers know that this is, and we waited for the new ones to come out. So we thought,
you guys maybe gaming in general, you guys got to fix your
we need
games.
to step it up. The hacking is out of control. The repetitive nature of the games is too much. Not to say that you can't have like a sort of sequels.
There's going to be some hacking, but it's the level it is.
Yeah, it's the level.
Once you sort of reach a certain point, you're expecting people to hack. Like, okay, I don't know if this dude's I'm expecting to lose to a bunch of hackers. You shouldn't hop on the game and look forward. Exactly. Even in professional settings, even tournaments and everything, people are still cheating. But you're not going to stop everybody, and I get that. But like, it's getting more and more to the point where like people are just saying, you know what, if I can't beat them, join them.
Yeah, I can't.
People just start hacking themselves.
Yeah.
And I know some of my friends that hack certain games. I'm like, how was that fun? He's like, I don't really lose. Like, oh my gosh, that's not entertaining. But yeah, the whole purpose of this video is to let you know that they haven't fixed anything.
And we need a new series of something.
Yeah.
Let's not keep doing the same games stepped up. Like let's try a whole new series of games.
Even the game Back in Blood or something like that. It's a beta game that everybody's playing.
Yeah.
It's not very good. It's just not. It's glitchy. It's buggy. Sometimes it doesn't even start. Sometimes you can't even play with your friends. And it's like, dang, like where's all this effort? Like you guys are just making stuff just to say you put something out.
Yeah. We need the creativity.
The only game I've seen that runs the way I wanted to, other than the baseball game, is Knockout City. It's a dodgeball game, which I suggest you actually do play.
Yeah, that's actually fun.
It's actually a fun game.
Knockout City.
It's a dodgeball game. You run around, you got a ball, you got a group of people, and you just try to hit each other. It's simple game. Simple, not crazy. They even have a ranked mode for those who are competitive. You want to be the best dodgeballer.
Right.
They have a couple power-ups and stuff like that. But it's simple, consistent game. Just like Rocket League. Not a crazy game.
It's Rocket League.
You play soccer with cars.
Oh.
That's
what?
It. You got two cars, you drive around, you try to score goals on each other. And there's like a time limit, and there's little power and stuff.
I've never heard of
simple
that. That's new to me.
Rocket League. Very simple game. Right? The other game that plays well is PGA Tour.
Yes.
I don't play golf, but that game works. Functionality, amazing. Graphics, everything amazing. Forza Motorsports, right? The racing game, the Formula One racing game, where they do the actual like track racing.
Yeah.
Works perfectly fine. Works the way it's supposed to. How come the games people don't play
are
the ones that work? Tell me about that. The games that are not super popular are the ones that work. Okay.
Because you feel like you can cheat a little bit more the people that play your game consistently. I feel like they're just like, oh, well, you're gonna play
another game that does what it's supposed to do. As sad as it is, say Fortnite. If you complain about something, they will fix it.
People are dying over Fortnite. Like this game, like Fortnite is a lifestyle. It's no longer a game.
Like you have to dedicate.
Like you have to dedicate yourself.
But they actually listen to their people.
Yeah, they do.
They listen to. It's one of the few games. It's the first free game that made billions of dollars. Mm-hmm. Imagine that. A game that's free making money. The game that's charging people ain't making it.
Right.
Oh my God, gaming is so weird at this point. But yeah, Fortnite just came out with another season. They have a whole bunch of different skins. I think they're on season like 15 or something.
Yeah.
Like at the point I can't even keep up. That's another season.
It's a good game.
Still a good game to play.
Yeah,
they did some changes with the map again. They have some new guns. Like obviously there's your update for Fortnite. They always update it every week, so I'd be talking about it till I'm dead. Next week there'll be something new. Just keep that in mind. Don't get too acclimated to what you see. It's gonna be something else next week.
Good game.
But yeah, pretty much. There's not a whole bunch of games I can say to look forward to.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to Resident Evil. That game wasn't very good.
I know. And I was disappointed.
I'm talking about Resident Evil Village.
Village. Sorry.
It wasn't very good.
No.
The zombies are not scary at all. There's no scare. They're not even threatening.
That's my game too. I've watched it since the very first Resident Evil, like back in the day.
It's just, I don't know. It wasn't very threatening. It wasn't very scary. They try to add like this story to it, and this lady like infected everybody, and but like the way, it's just. The remake they did of Resident Evil 2. No, I'm good. Let me get my money back. Speaking of games that have been messing up lately, Dead by Daylight. Oh my gosh.
First of all, a lot of people play that though.
So
Dead by Daylight.
Not as much as they used to.
Not as much as they used to. I did not.
Okay, so for people that don't know, Dead by Daylight is like an escape game. You have 4 survivors and a killer. You have to complete 5 generators. I said this in an old video. And once you finish that, you get to open up the exit gate and you get to leave. Okay. Obviously, the killer's job is to kill you. Your survivor's job is to survive. They added Pinhead recently in the game.
What is that?
The dude from the movie, Pinhead.
Oh, from the
From the
movie.
Jesus, that's scary. From the movie Pinhead.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's scary. From the movie Pinhead. Every new killer they come out with, for like when they added Nemesis from Resident Evil, trash. Pinhead, trash. The game's still buggy. There's still animations where like you get stuck and you can't move as a survivor.
Wow.
Which is like, you didn't think to fix that before you implemented it in the game. Sometimes you can't pick people up. You still can't cleanse certain totems. Totems that have like hexes and stuff. Sometimes you can't cleanse them. Like, a game is just, they're losing licensing. They're gonna lose the Demogorgon, which is one of the killers, and the survivors that came with them.
Oh, what?
In November, just to keep you guys updated. So in November, if you don't buy that character now, you won't be able to use them ever again. Yeah, they took that out. They added a new ranking system, but they messed that up too. So what they've been doing is over de-ranking people. So like, again, just like every 13th of every month, they reset your rank. So the highest rank you can get is 1, the lowest you can be is 20. And some people got double de-ranked to where they went from 1 to like 11.
Wow.
Which is like, geez. Like, again, same thing with Apex, where they're messing up the ranking system. And it's like, oh, Dead by Daylight, you've been messing up too. You have been messing up too. And I think one thing I will say a game called For Honor has is the ability for people who don't want to pay to get the new stuff. You can play the game and earn in-game currency in order to buy the stuff.
See, I love that.
Yeah, so
I always love when that
even
happens,
new characters and everything. Just like Apex has the feature too, where like if you don't want to buy certain stuff, you can play the game enough to earn the new characters.
Yeah.
To where you can just buy them throughout playing the game. For Honor has the same thing. If a new character comes out, you can play the game enough, get enough. I think it's Steel that they have, and you can buy the new character. You can't do that in Dead by Daylight. And so if you don't literally put money into buying these people, which is unnecessary, you can't play with them. And there's no way to earn them. You can get their perks, but you can't play as the character, which doesn't make any sense to me. I feel like you guys should add a feature for that for those people that don't want to invest all their financial stability to play Dead by Daylight.
We don't want to take out a mortgage.
I don't want to play, $20-something every couple of months to continue to be updated on the game. And especially the better features and perks that come out that you can put on your survivor. You don't want to miss out on those and be at a disadvantage playing.
You can always not buy books.
So
for college.
I think there's so much in gaming they need to fix. I think every game should have the in-game currency to where you have the ability to at least catch up by playing the game. That's the thing you want people to do, is play the game.
Yeah.
And so if I want to get the newest stuff, I know if I play For Honor enough, I can get everything that's accessible.
So there you have it.
you
We
have
have done the latest updates on gaming, and we
All
wanted
depressing.
to make sure they were all
That's
depressing. We wanted to have some good news to report, but sometimes you just don't have it. So as far as gaming goes, this is not the time for gaming, I guess.
I'm going to name this video Fix Gaming. Fix it.
We need to fix it.
Yeah.
Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification button, and particularly for this particular series, because we don't post as often with this series because, the updates, they're so sporadic.
I'll let you guys know about 2K when it comes out.
Yes, we'll definitely do that.
After I get depressed enough to play that.
And it's also, we keep it honest here.
Yeah.
So we're kind of like, you're going to get a real review. We're not going to give you like the
Yeah.
review. So if there's something good to report, which we often look for, we try to help the developers.
There's some good stuff.
Yeah, we'll report those things. But if it's not, we're going to tell you the truth because we really want you to save money. I mean, at the end of the day, we don't want you like wasting money on a game that you think is going to be great and you only find out that it's like the same game you already have, or it's like not even worth the money. So thank you for watching us, and